Professional piece of shit. Let's talk to this guy. Oh, don't touch him. Don't touch him. All right, thanks, guys. Thanks.
Is the garbage a human being?
Garbage is not a human being.
Your business mine? How much is that mic worth?
Not looking to get stabbed today.
Especially people like political figures, like Donald Trump.
Okay.
Definitely. Sad.
We're getting close to Hobo Central. That's good.
You're trying to like antagonize the people.
I'm not antagonizing anyone. It's garbage reporting. What has he done that's against equality?
The wall.
That's against equality?
Well,
Can you explain that?
Sorry, I'm just really tired.
Anybody who follows me knows I've been totally banned from YouTube, not allowed to be on YouTube, not allowed to monetize there, totally banned on Facebook, not allowed to be on Facebook, not allowed to monetize there. The only platform I have, Infowars.com, is totally under attack. They want us shut down, and every time I do a live stream on Twitter, I get sabotaged. And if you've been following me, you know it's true. They cut out my audio, they cut my broadcast short before they end. So thank you, Twitter. Thank you for proving why I had to set up a subscribe star, because I'll probably be banned here too shortly. Are you guys protesting what's happening at the border? Do you blame that on Donald Trump? Do you think that's a Trump policy, putting the kids in cages?
Are you filming this?
Yeah.
Do you want to ask my permission before you?
Oh, this is third-party consent. You're out in public, so we can film. I mean, you're doing a protest, right? Don't you want attention?
I appreciate that it's legally correct. I just think it's more polite if you ask
Okay.
permission before.
Well, do you mind if we film and ask you about your sign?
Sure. I ask.
Okay, awesome. So you're obviously protesting the fact there's kids in cages at the border being separated from their families. That's what brought you guys out here today?
I'm protesting the treatment of migrant children at the border. Yes.
Okay, and what do you attribute that to? What do you think the cause of that is?
I think it's a combination of conditions in South America and policies that have been promoted by this administration.
Okay, but you do realize that those cages were built by Obama, right?
If you're talking about the facilities at the border that are currently being used to house migrant children, sure, some of them.
No, like the actual images that are going around of the kids in cages, those are all from the Obama years, 2014, 2016. That's been proven.
I'm not sure
Well, I think
what exactly you're referencing in terms of the pictures. I'm protesting what's been found by the Department of Homeland Security, Office of the Inspector General, about the treatment of children at the border.
So you think this is only happening since Trump came into office, or has this been going on for a long time?
I think that there have been problems with our immigration policies for years, for decades even. It's a complicated issue. I do think that the policies that have been promoted by this administration have actively promoted cruelty.
What policies are those? What
Policies.
policies?
Policies, the active separation of families at the border, the decision to actively separate
But that's not a
families.
Trump policy. That's been a government policy since the 70s. You separate the children and the adults. The children go to HHS, the adults go to DHS. That was written by Democrats in the 70s. So that's not a Trump policy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We just had an event. I may have missed it, where they're complaining about concentration camps at the southern border. I think this is a part of the event right here. Is this part of the protest? Yeah, concentration camps at the border are fake news. Concentration camps at the southern border are fake news. Concentration camps at the southern border are fake news. So, I think I arrived a little late, but better late than never.
There was an active decision made by the Trump administration to promote policies that would be.
But what is that
particularly
decision?
cruel
You're just making
to
that up,
discourage.
ma'am. That's not true. What policy is that?
I don't have a reference of a specific.
Okay, so I'm telling you the facts. That's not true. So
Do you have the specific policy number you want to give me?
yeah, I just told you. In the 70s, Democrats wrote
Sorry,
legislation.
That's not a specific policy number.
Okay, I don't have the number in front of me,
Oh,
but it
neither do I,
says.
so there we go.
Well, I'm telling you what it is. It says that children, minors, have to be separated from adults, and adults go to Department of Homeland Security, the children go to Health and Human Services. That's because, and they just found out with DNA testing, 33% of the people that come here seeking asylum with children lie about being related. They did a DNA test. So this is how they're stopping human trafficking. What's inaccurate about that?
That's not an accurate statistic. 33% of
No, they
families
did a
coming to
DNA
see
test.
this
They did a DNA test at the Texas facility. You can look that up. Again, that's mainstream news. 33%.
Sorry, can you give me a specific
Do you literally want me to pull it up right
Yeah,
now?
I would like a specific citation.
Okay, I mean, I'll go ahead and do this for you. I don't know why you don't trust me. I'm really informed.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I'm more informed than you. You're out here holding a sign. Oh, I'm a fascist? That's funny, because if there were concentration camps at the border, why would people be volunteering to go into them? You're an idiot. Concentration camps at the southern border are fake news. Concentration camps at the southern border are fake news. If they were concentration camps, people wouldn't be volunteering to go to them. Yeah, you guys laugh all you want, but you've been totally deceived by the dumbest congresswoman in human history. Well, you obviously are out here because you don't like Trump, and you've been brainwashed into thinking that Trump is putting kids in cages, when actually Trump has deported less illegal immigrants than all of his predecessors. So
What part of the sign do you disagree with?
you literally say it's Trump policies doing this, and that's not true.
On this sign.
I just asked you, and you said that.
I did not say that.
If you want to debase your entire intellect into, a handful of words on a sign, then that's up to you.
I'm asking you what part of this sign you disagree with.
No, I'm saying
What
that
part of the current situation at the border do you support?
the fact that it's wide open is the problem. We have people that are coming here, they're getting free shelter, free meals, free health care. We have veterans and homeless people in this country that get nothing. It's all a political thing. The Democrats need votes. Concentration camps at the border are fake news. Concentration camps at the border are fake news. So, this is certainly going to make some people upset. Did I miss the fun?
Yeah, everybody's kind of...
Well, let's go ruffle some feathers here anyway. They get free shelter, they get free food, and they get free health care.
They're getting free health care?
Yeah, they get to go to a doctor.
They aren't
Oh, they're getting sick and dying.
They're not getting
So they have disease and they come into our country and spread disease? This is how you commandeer an event, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, would you mind holding this, man? Yeah, no problem. Appreciate you. So here we are in Austin, Texas, where everybody here has fallen for fake news that there's concentration camps at the border. Let me explain something that's pretty logical, pretty much common sense. If there were concentration camps at the southern border, why would people be volunteering to go there? Yeah, that's your response. That's your response. Here's the deal. People come to this country and they get meals for free. They get to see doctors for free. They get shelter for free. They get everything for free. We pay for it. That's not a concentration camp. They could walk the other way if they wanted to. They come to this country because we give them free crap.
Lunatics, go home.
I'm a lunatic, even though you think there's a concentration camp at the southern border. So here it is. A third of people claiming to be asylum seekers are not related, according to rapid DNA testing.
What's the citation?
I'm trying to pull up news right now. I don't have much service.
You can't see the name on the website?
Washington Examiner. Rapid DNA testing reveals a third of migrants faked family relationship with children to claim asylum during ICE pilot procedures of rapid DNA testing.
During ICE pilot procedures of rapid
Yeah,
DNA
they
testing.
have it. They just rolled this
So they're
out to
using
stop
a
human
new
trafficking.
technology
To
that's
stop human
unproven.
trafficking. To stop human trafficking.
It's unproven.
What do you mean? Rapid DNA testing is totally proven.
It's a pilot ICE project.
No. To see if asylum seekers are lying about kids, and they are.
Piloting a new
to do with
technology.
anything, though. At the end of
Because
the day,
you're
the
out here
point is
protesting a false notion that kids are being put into cages, and I'm just trying to give you the facts. Yes, it is. The children are separated from their families because it's law since the 70s. Children go to Health and Human Services. Adults.
72
Under the
hours
floor
is
is
what
a-
the law allows.
Actually, that's not even true.
Under the
No,
Forest
you're wrong
Amendment?
about that too. The
It's in
judge
the
just
Forest
decided that these people cannot be held, so they're being released from this country. So, do you support illegal immigration?
That's not this conversation. What part about the
That's
treat?
not what
You're
this
saying
is
you
about. We're just
support
saying
the idea of
children
putting
shouldn't be
children in
held.
So who do you blame for that?
I'm not blaming anyone. I'm saying children shouldn't be held. This is something we
Okay,
should all be
children. Let's
doing.
go with the notion that children are being put in cages. Whose fault is that? How do we change it?
Let's go with the notion that children are being mistreated at the border. Can we agree that the treatment of children at the border is
No.
they're
I
unsanitary?
disagree.
Then we don't agree on the facts, and there's no
They
point having
choose to
this
come here.
conversation.
They literally choose to
They're
come
children.
here.
They're children.
Oh, so their parents make them come on a dangerous journey. So then we blame the parents, right?
It doesn't matter who's to
Doesn't
blame. The
matter who's
problem
to
is the
blame.
conditions they're being kept in.
Well, if we don't know who's to blame, how are we going to solve the problem?
We can solve the problem by treating the children
Humanely.
We already do. They get to see doctors. They get free food. Have you seen some of the facilities? They're nicer than public schools in inner cities. Yes.
You've been down to the border.
I've seen reports from Candace Owens. I've seen reports from Dan Crenshaw. I've seen reports from Ted Cruz. I've seen reports from Border Patrol. I've talked to Border Patrol. So yes, I know what I'm talking about. You come out here with a sign for a protest because you're social media puppets and your mainstream media puppets that believe the lie that Trump is putting kids in cages and separating them. When I'm telling you the facts, you ignore all of it.
People in concentration camps in Germany during the Holocaust got food and water.
So
and
you're
shelter.
so hold on. You're
Just
gonna
so
make
like,
you're gonna make an educated comparison to
No. You just
No,
said
no,
why
no.
would they be getting food, water, and shelter in this concentration camp? They gave.
Okay, so no, so
They
that's
gave
fine.
people.
So you're right.
That's all. That's all.
No,
I
no.
wanted
So
to say.
you're gonna compare that.
That's all.
So that's your comparison.
No, it's not comparison. I just wanted to correct that misstatement that you just put on the
Okay,
mic.
so these, yeah, really not. These people are so uninformed on history. They're so insensitive to history that they're actually comparing what happened to Jews during the Nazi reign to what's happening at the southern border. You guys could not be more ignorant. It's really sad. We do more through refugees than every other country in the world combined. That's a fact. We do more financially, and we do more to take them in and feed them and shelter them. And you guys come out here and bitch and complain about it, even though they get everything for free.
No one's disagreeing with you about the dangerousness of the journey. That's not the point. The point is when they get here, they shouldn't be treated like this.
How should they be treated that they aren't getting right now?
Humanely, they should be treated. They should be given the food that they need. I mean, to begin with, they shouldn't be put into detention to start with.
What do you want to do with them? So what do you want to do with them?
They should be with the Office of Refugee and Resettlement.
Who runs that office?
I don't know.
I've never even heard of that. What is that?
That's
Is that a
where they're
UN
supposed
office?
to
That's where they're supposed
No,
to
no,
go.
no. It's called.
It's a
It's
US
called.
government office.
No, it's called ICE. It's called Border Patrol. It's called Department of Homeland Security. Do you realize that they've caught ISIS terrorists coming in with these people too?
No, there's a standard
ISIS uses children as masks to get across the border.
Right.
And they say, "Oh, this is my nephew. I'm helping him." That's why they're doing DNA testing now.
Can you cite a source for that?
Do you live in La La Land? Like, do you understand how the world
No,
works?
do you have a source
Do
for that?
criminals exist?
Do you have a single
Are children
source?
trafficked? Is sex
Do you have
trafficked?
a single source?
Yeah, I have all
that
kinds of
tells
sources.
me that
I'm obviously
ISIS is
well
sending
researched.
people over
All
the
of these
southern
people
border?
can see how well researched I am with my facts. You have nothing but a
You don't have
sign.
a
If you really think that what's happening at the southern border is concentration camps, I think you need to read a history book. I think you need to open your eyes. And I think you've been severely deceived. So enjoy being on the wrong side of history. Again, you guys are the Nazis. All right, and notice how nobody can make an intellectual argument. Nobody, I challenge anybody to come here and try to make an intellectual argument. What's your source?
You don't have a single instance.
What's your
talking
source?
about
Investigator
ISIS.
General of DHS went in and looked at the facilities and found them to be unacceptable.
So we should shut them down and close the border then.
Closing the border is the solution.
What we're just saying
Yeah,
is-
then we wouldn't be putting kids in cages. If you want to stop putting kids in cages, shut down the border and then we won't.
Where's your family from originally?
What relevance is that? I love this argument. My family, the name Shroyer,
Where
came
is
from
your
Germany
family
in
from?
1737. They always want to bring this up like it's some sort of social justice point based on where your family immigrated from or how they got here, that you can or can't talk about this problem. The fact is, there's a difference between legal immigration and illegal immigration, and people come out here because the media tells them Trump is putting kids in cages, and that's just a
Asylum
lie.
is legal immigration. Asylum is a legal procedure.
And people take advantage
People
of the
are
asylum policy.
People are coming to the border and presenting themselves legally for asylum, and they're getting turned away, which is not allowed, which is not legal. That's
Don't
not
you-
a legal
why
policy.
shouldn't we be
They're
helping
getting
Americans
punished for
first?
it's not a choice. Isn't this the greatest country
It
in
is
the
a
fucking
choice.
world?
It is
Can't
a
we
choice.
treat
Oh, it is.
people
It is.
humanely?
I agree. It's the greatest country on
Then
earth.
why can't we treat people
We
humanely?
do.
Do we not have the
take. Hold
resources
on.
to take
Whoa.
care of these kids
Let's
and
be,
our veterans?
Okay.
Why is this a choice?
The United States does more for refugees around the world than every other country combined, financially and by means of taking them in. That's on
Why
record.
aren't we taking in these kids who
We
need our
do.
help?
The U.S. takes in more people than every other country on earth combined, and you still sit out here and bitch about it, even though they get free shelter, free healthcare, free food,
They're
and we
not
have
getting
homeless
healthcare.
veterans
They're not
starving in
getting
America.
nutrition.
My family were Jews that fled Germany.
Good. I'm glad that they got away from all of that
You
terribleness.
think,
Why would,
but they
why
were
do you
German
think
and
it's
put
okay
in
to sit
camps
here?
like this.
So we're not going to have a
Like
conversation,
what?
We're not going to talk.
What do you mean, like what? Have you been?
Jews were tortured and gassed and murdered.
Yeah, including
starved
my
to
family.
death.
Yes, including
That's not
my
happening
family.
in the southern border, ma'am.
But similar cruelties are
What? What cruelties?
not providing people with basic health care.
That's a lie. They get to see a doctor. It's actually in the law. They have to see a doctor within 24 hours of showing up.
It was actually also in the laws that in Japanese American internment camps they were supposed to get health care.
Oh.
You can check in on the history books.
Yeah, you mean when we were at war with Japan and they found hundreds of Japanese spies? See, you don't know history. My beef is with you being uninformed. That's my beef. But it's not even you. I feel bad for you guys. I'm trying to educate you. The media lies to you. Trump is not putting kids in cages. Trump has deported less immigrants than Obama. It's not even close. Obama deported more than 3 million people. No, the issue is that you guys hate Trump because the media told you to, and you're out here holding these signs.
This is the sign.
You would have never held that sign if Hillary Clinton was president. I bet you never held that kid.
There were children holding the sign.
Did you hold that sign when Obama was president?
There weren't kids in the same situation that they're in right now.
Literally all the pictures, ladies and gentlemen, all the pictures that you've seen of kids in cages are from the years 2014 and 2016 under the Obama administration, and they blame that on Trump.
Then let Trump fix it.
He did. They've built new facilities. They're getting more care now than they ever have. So again, we take in more people than any other country. We give out more humanitarian aid. They do. What are you talking about? That's delusional.
OIG report from your administration. Your administration has admitted that these conditions are unsanitary.
All right, so we're on pace to bring over 1 million illegal people in across the border. That's just on record, and we're just supposed to take care of all of them.
This is unrelated. The idea.
No, that's why there's kids in cages. We can't take these people in. Don't you understand?
Wait, why not?
There's a process. Do you lock your door at night? Do you close your windows? Can somebody just walk into your house and eat out of your fridge? Of course not. That's ridiculous. Why do we do that with our country?
Do you not open the door to anyone who knocks on it?
Oh, you mean they knock on the door and I say, do I know this person? Do they look like a threat? Yeah, I do that. I bet you do too.
Then why is the asylum process a problem? When people come to legal court,
I just told you why. 33% of the children are not related to the people they're bringing in, and they're being lied to. Why do you think that is? It's called child sex trafficking. Okay?
You think that 33% of people coming across the border?
Again, that's from rapid DNA testing done at the Texas facility.
Based on a pilot project of the rapid DNA.
You're right, and I bet they expand it now because it works so well. So yeah, they're finding out. How do you think drug mules use kids? Hey, this is my nephew. I need to get him in. They come in, they ditch the kid, they move the drugs.
You think we can't?
No, it's been shown that drugs are coming across at ports of entry. They're not coming across between ports of entry.
What does that have to do with anything? Okay, exactly. They're using the kid, and they're saying this is my nephew, and then they walk across.
No, they're not.
Then why would they lie about their relations to the children?
Sir.
Because people have family friends who have all kinds of other reasons to bring in children. And you're right, sex trafficking is a problem. The solution isn't locking up children for weeks at a time.
You're right, let's just let them roam the country freely.
No, release them to family members and people who are already in the country.
They don't have family members. That's what I'm telling you. They're being lied about.
They do.
They're being used.
Sir, this is not a productive conversation.
No.
I agree, because you guys won't accept common sense and logic. Let me ask you a question. What would you like to see happening at the southern border?
I would like to see people treated like human beings.
You mean coming here and getting stuff for free?
No, I mean if you're going to detain them with humanity.
No, but what do you want to happen? They come here illegally. They don't have any paperwork. They don't have any documents. 33% of asylum seekers lie about being related to kids. That is a national crisis. So when Trump says there's a crisis at the border, you say there's not. But when you say there's a crisis at the border, concentration camps, all of a sudden there is. How do you explain that?
I haven't said those specific things. What I'm saying is humans should be treated like humans, and they're not being treated like humans.
Tell me what you'd like to see happen at the southern border that's not happening.
People being treated like human beings. That's all I'm asking for.
That's all we're asking for is examples.
I've given you examples.
You've given
I've given you my time. If you're not going to listen,
toilets, running water, showers, a bed.
All for free.
For free.
They travel thousands of miles. We'll see. What would you guys like to see happening at the southern border that's not happening?
Go away, man. We won't talk.
They can't answer a question. They have no solutions. They have no clue. These are the most ignorant people you'll ever see in your life. Look at that.
Shame!
Wow.
Shame!
How fun! Y'all are, I'm out. Yeah. This is so. Here's what we do. We come out here to show the world how uneducated you guys are and how ignorant you are, and you prove it every time. Yeah, it is content. Again, not one of you can provide an intellectual argument to me right now. What is happening at the southern border that you'd like to change? Can one of you answer that? No.
They're getting everything.
None of them.
Maybe they want to change that. Where's Fuhrer Jones going?
None.
How's that going?
So not one person. This is live, bud. Another fake news. More fake news. You guys will fall for anything, won't you? I'm actually an alien from Mars. How do you like that?
Are you
I'm
a
an alien
disabled
from Mars.
trans woman?
I'm a trans alien, female to male.
Can I get a job? Y'all paying out?
I'll tell you what, if you can come answer one question, I know that's tough for you. I know it's tough to answer one question. If you can tell me, I don't want your food, thanks. If you can tell me what you'd like to see happening at the southern border.
How's Jones doing? Good?
I think
can't do
Alex is doing pretty good.
They can't do it.
How's
But you notice how they want to attack a separate issue. They come out here for an issue they think at the southern border. They know they can't win intellectually on that argument, so they jump to insulting Alex Jones, who's not even here. Again, one of you tell me what you'd like to see happening at the southern border that's not. One of you, just one.
Us. You can't open
They
up
can't
a
do it.
conversation.
They can't do it.
You cannot
They literally
open up
can't
a
do it.
conversation.
I'll ask you one more time. What would you like to see happening at the southern border? So there you go, folks.
How was he not opening up a conversation when he asked a simple question?
You never complained about any of this when Obama was president, and it all happened when he was president too. And you never complained. The only reason you're complaining now is because the media told you to. You probably watch CNN and MSNBC.
Let's agree now. You agree that children should be treated humanely at the border.
Children should be treated humanely everywhere. We
children
should stop
should be
child
treated
sex
humanely
trafficking
at the
like
border.
Laura Silsby, a Democrat Hillary Clinton operative caught at the border of Haiti,
Children
illegally
should be given
transporting children across the border.
toothpaste.
Look into
Children
that
should be
one.
given
Look into
showers.
Jeffrey Epstein on
Children should be
Pedophile
given
Island,
nutritious food and
giving
safe
thousands of
shelter.
dollars to Democrats
Children
like
should be
Chuck
cared
Schumer and
for
Bill
by
Clinton.
adults.
Let's protect children that get trafficked in major sex trafficking rings that top government operatives know about. That's why they hate Trump. You want to get to the bottom of this rabbit hole? They're trafficking children. That's why they want the border open, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they have puppets like this saying, open the border, don't put kids in cages. That's the God's honest truth.
That's a nice shirt you got there. What? Yeah, screw Trump. He's making the economy good.
Tell us about that protest tomorrow.
some shit going on tomorrow.
There's a white supremacist rally happening here tomorrow
Yeah, some shit is that.
at noon.
Actually, it's a Stop Antifa Violence rally because Antifa and people have been assaulting people across the nation, so we're sick of it. Do you condone political violence?
No, I'm indigenous, so
You're indigenous? What does that mean?
we're like you got here, so.
You really? Where's your family come from?
Here.
Okay. So do you condone political violence though?
No, but
No?
Do you think Trump supporters are white supremacists?
yeah.
What if they're black?
Supporter, what does that make me then? What does that make me? I'm a Trump supporter.
A vendido.
A Vendido?
Yeah.
Wow!
Alex Jones
So we both
CIA
could be
deep cover agent.
Oh, really? All right. Real smart.
You don't like that fact, huh?
Yeah, I'm really trying to stop you from talking, man.
Alex Jones is a deep cover CIA
Tell
agent.
us more,
Try
please.
to use that one.
Tell us more,
Try
please.
to use that
How
one.
ignorant the statement is.
I'm literally live right now. Like, you think I'm trying to hide something. You guys are nuts. Do you realize how nuts you are, dude? Seriously, honestly, I feel bad for you guys. Do you guys realize how nuts you are? You guys are literally the insane people in our society. You belong in mental institutions. I feel bad for you, man.
It kind of sucks that you can't even come out here and use your First Amendment right in the real world.
No, if you're not in their cult, you're out of the cult. You're on the outside, so you're not allowed to talk to them.
I'm from the border, and unless you guys have been there,
I have.
been there,
I actually went to school in Las Cruces, New Mexico, which is right on the border.
and you've been to the detention center.
No, I haven't been to the detention center there. Have you?
I've actually been there on a recent protest, and
But did you
it's
go
really
into
hot.
the detention center?
But it's really.
But did you go into the detention center? Yes or no?
I didn't go in. No.
Wow, it's hot on the southern border?
How come? So why did you bring that up?
Because a lot of people don't know that these things exist, and the conditions are quite sour and sad. And we need to make sure that the government and everybody else is taking care of these people.
But wait a second, ma'am. Why, if they're so bad, well, you're in public. If they're so bad, then why are people going to them?
Well, my question too is these people are breaking the law when they cross the border, and even if you do want to use the argument that they're trying to come here for a better life, the thing is we have laws in our country and they're not supposed to be broken. We have an immigration process.
So I'm not supposed to be here.
I didn't say that at all. Did I say?
Are you an immigrant?
Oh yes.
Okay, so then you probably did your paperwork and went through the process, right? So you're an illegal immigrant. Okay, and here you are sitting here breaking the law. So wow, it must be really hard for you. When I break the law, I get arrested.
My question too is, okay, so a lot of people say that America's super racist. You know, where our president is a white supremacist. Why do people want to?
No, bandit. I think. Like that. It's not name call.
Okay, well, why do people want to come into America if we're a country?
No, actually, are you really a criminal? Are you really an illegal immigrant?
So is my mom, so is my family. All of us are criminals.
Wow, this is incredible.
Yes.
This is incredible. You should probably be arrested, unfortunately.
Yes, and I work at the library right here.
See, I bet you're lying. Because they wouldn't have hired you unless you had visa paperwork.
But
So you're a liar, too, on top of it all.
Another big thing that I am.
No, you're in public property, ma'am.
You're proud to leave.
And you're lying about your immigration status, I guarantee you. Do you have a work visa? Then they wouldn't have hired you. So you're just a total fraud, like the rest of them. Yeah, and you walk away as soon as I call you out on it.
Better than you.
Yeah, better than me, even though you're a liar and a fraud and an ignoramus. So this has been an interesting one. I thank you guys for talking with me today. I wish these people protested when Obama was putting kids in cages, but the media didn't tell them to then.
Wait, I was filming.
I'm going to tell you my name. I have nothing to hide. I was going to wait to do an out on a camera. Will you let me do my out?
Hold on. Can you move that? I was filming him. Wait, can you move this?
See this?
Get out.
So it comes down to their intellect, again, is just a sign. So their intellect is now the sign. First it was debasing their argument to a sign. Now they try to shut my free speech out with a sign. So as I predicted, that's their intellect. My name is Owen Shroyer. My name is Owen Shroyer from Infowars.com. I come out here every day. Oh, the program response. They're just like drones. As soon as they heard Infowars. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Programmed by the mainstream media. I tried to deprogram them right in front of you here, but it's impossible when people have been totally brainwashed by propaganda media. So my name is Owen Shroyer from, yes, Infowars.com. We broke the Epstein story decades ago. That's why they ban us online. We'll see you next time. How you take the hill, folks. You show up to these leftist protests, you scare them all away with logic and reasoning, you display their ignorance by asking them simple questions and showing them the truth, and then when they all run away, you claim the hill. Victory for truth, victory for logic, victory for reality, total failure, again, for fake news. Get ready for Trump 2020, y'all. It's coming, and it's coming fast.